80% of Cambodia's 15 million people live in the countryside. In villages across this fertile land, children help out their families as a natural part of growing up. This agricultural way of life has carried over to cities and towns in today's rapidly urbanizing Cambodia. Children from poor families in cities and towns are often pressed into earning money instead of going to school. The needs of the present cancel out the promise of the future. In 1994, Sebastien Marot gave up a promising business career in France and relocated to Phnom Penh in order to start Friends International.
Friends International is an organization working with marginalized children and youth and their families and their communities, aiming at helping them becoming productive citizens of their country.
Friends International engages in three main activities. It reaches out to marginalized youth. Those who are interested are provided with an opportunity to learn a vocation, and vocational school graduates are provided assistance in securing jobs or starting small ventures. At the peak, Phnom Penh had over 100,000 homeless young people, victims of conflict, poverty, and abuse. When Friends International first got going, its outreach program dealt almost entirely with homeless youth. The program now extends to families in urban slums. Through this program, Friends International helps marginal families with counseling, basic medical attention, and on-the-spot lessons in everything from reading to safe sex. Some of the kids exposed to this outreach effort end up enrolling in the Friends Education and Training Program. From its center in Phnom Penh and other facilities in a growing number of countries, Friends provides a range of educational and vocational training opportunities. Children below 15 years are given basic education, while older youth are also provided training in bookkeeping and accounts. And the vocational training program is truly impressive. There is an extensive cooking and food service training program which covers both Khmer and French cuisine.
This is cooking level 1. Cooking level 1 has basic skill about hygiene and health 3 group. Group 1 is hygiene, group 2 is cut vegetable and check vegetable come from the market, check receipt. Group 3, they know about ingredient and they check in stock ingredient and they know about color is cooking and taste.
Marginalized hospitality project, we have 3 levels for students. It content is provide a basic cooking skill, and then room dining restaurant is a second level for students. Also provide training as a service skill and cooking skill too, but with the Khmer cuisine. And then friend restaurant, we are serving as a Western food. So we provide training to the student as a service, also cooking skill too. And then after they graduate from all the 3 levels, we also have the job placement team to provide a job for them to get a job outside of the NGO.
Other vocational programs include training in computers, electronics, beautician and hairstyling, car and bike repair, welding, metalworks, and textiles. Through sports and meal and health programs, the Friends Centers manage to provide a low-budget but wholesome experience for marginalized youth. And Cambodia's deep cultural traditions are carried forward through dancing and singing shows. Underlying everything is the aim to help children stand up on their own 2 feet.
For the young people we work with, Friends is very much a helping hand, if you like. We don't want them to stay with us forever, that's not the point. What we want to do is we want to ensure that we equip them with the skills, the abilities, the confidence to go back into society and to be productive members of society.
Graduates from the Friends programs are placed in jobs through an expanding network of business contacts.
2003, that time I was 15 years old and I stay home. I only study grade 6, but my family cannot support me, so I stopped study. So every day I always go to help my mom like clean the garden. That's her job. Suddenly I saw staff from Friend NGO walk around the Wat Phnom Park, and then they asked me what I'm doing, blah blah blah, and then so they introduced the place. So I went to the place. I look around and I like cooking skill, and I studied for one year, 1 month. So I got a job 2005. So now I've been run business for 4 years and we get successful. We open like 3 guest house and the third one is restaurant. Like we will open in the future one more restaurant. It's called Samaki. It means united. And anytime you come visit in Cambodia, Phnom Penh, you can come, feel free anytime, come to Top Banana Guest House, Bar and Restaurant.
Friends also runs its own commercial ventures that provide practical training opportunities for its graduates. The Friends ventures include a highly popular French restaurant and a leading Khmer restaurant in Phnom Penh. More recently, Friends has started supplying textile and artisanal products on contract. More and more of Friends funding is coming not from grants, but from its own economic activities.
So the Friends model is that we have a very strong social component, but we build a social component with a strong business component. The social component is a lot to do with vocational training and education of young people and youth, but we turn all the vocational training into a business. Business because it's the best vocational training possible, but also an income for the projects, and it can be re-injected in the rest of the projects. So we're more of a social enterprise than a pure social NGO.
Either directly or through alliances, the Friends model is now being implemented in 10 countries. The question that now confronts Sebastien is how he can scale up Friends International on a sustainable basis.
So our next big step is to link the networking with others with the business component and to basically multiply the social enterprise model with our partners. And through this, the first step is to build a franchise of our vocational training restaurants. So what we are going to do is to work with partners to help them start a vocational training restaurant where we bring in a vocational training curriculum, a social curriculum, and a business component that will then be built in their own organization. And through this, we have an impact on how the organization is working. We're creating stronger links between organizations. So we're building the field together, moving from pure charity models to a real developmental model with a social enterprise and a business component.